Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So in the earlier session we have seen about the resume preparation guidance basically, which we have covered the do's and don'ts part and other steps, important steps basically. So if you haven't see watched that video, so first before watching this video, please just watch that video. So it will gives you the context basically. Okay, and after that you can just go through this video. Okay, otherwise you will miss some context basically. Okay, so today we will see ATS basically applicant tracking system, which is most of the organization using to filter the profile basically and sort out the qualified candidates based on the resume basically. Okay, so they will use some ATS tools there in the organization application applicant tracking system. Okay, so they filter out the suitable profile over there. Okay, so because nowadays we have seen for the one position getting the lots of application, right? So checking the manual things, it will definitely hectic process and the time consuming process for the HR team. Okay, so they to filter out this they use ATS tools software basically. Okay, so we will see today how the ATS basically, what is the ATS application applicant tracking system, how it works, and what things we need to take care when we design the or create the our resume basically. Okay, so we will see today for the ATS friendly resume for DevOps and cloud engineer. Okay, so let's understand what is the ATS basically. If I say the definition basically, I just explore about the ATS basically, so I'm trying to explain on my words. So ATS stands for applicant tracking system. Okay, which is a tool basically software that manage hiring process and job posting and the hiring status basically, which is used by the HR team, or nowadays we can say the talent acquisition team basically, right? So an ATS track candidates through the hiring process. Okay, so it helps the interview basically to scheduling notification, send automated emails to candidate. So all the hiring process basically end-to-end process they will manage through the ATS system. Okay, applicant tracking system. So, as I said, most of the enterprise organization already started using this ATS software to cut down the large applicant pool. Basically, as I said, for the one position, they are getting lots of profile basically. Okay, resume. So to avoid this hectic process and the time consuming process, they use this AI based tool basically ATS. Okay, which is work on the key based mechanism. Okay, keyword basically, so they filter out based on the keyword, sorry, keyword on there. Okay, so ATS technology helps hiring teams to highlight. Let me take the pointer here. Okay, so you can see here the main part of the ATS system is basically to highlight the most qualified candidates for the position and save organization time during the hiring process. Yes, as I said, they want to save their time basically for this hiring process, so they use this tools over there. Okay, so let's understand how ATS works basically. Okay, because we understand now what is the ATS basically and what purpose the HR team using. Okay, so now let's understand how ATS works basically, because if you understand clearly how ATS works, then we will get the clear idea basically how we can design our resume based on the ATS friendly basically. Okay, so applicant tracking system use targeted keywords basically. Okay, specified by the employer, which we can see in the JD basically, job description. Okay, so we will cover that part, how we can check the JD basically. Okay, through the incoming resume for the position. Okay, to sort of the resume basically, so they use some targeted keywords over there in the JD basically. Okay, and the system categorize each resume and ranks them according to their use of specific keywords. Okay, so basically ATS most of the things work on the keyword basically, keyword base. So when we design our resume, so we should focus on the keyword basically, right keyword. Okay, so ATS reject here, reject the resume basically who has less amount of applicable keywords. Okay, if the, let's say, understand, if the profile is asking JD basically, JD is for the DevOps engineer, and you are sending the resume for the Windows administrator or something Linux administrator, and you are using the wrong keyword there. Okay, so obviously your profile will not get shortlisted there, and you might feel like I applied number of applications, positions, but I still I'm my profile is not getting shortlisted, or I'm not getting the right call basically. Okay, these might be the mistakes in your resume basically. So we need to first understand the JD basically before applying for the any positions. Then according to this ATS use cases, we need to use right keywords in the resume basically to get shortlisted or maximum chance basically. Okay, so using right keywords, yes, I just explained this line basically. Using right keywords in resume based on the job description, it helps to increase the maximum chances for shortlisting the profile. Yes, so we need to focus on the keyword basically when we create the resume. Okay, for to scan the ATS basically. Okay, so now let's understand how to write a resume for ATS. Okay, now as of now we have understand the what is the ATS, how it works. Okay, and we got to know that ATS works on the key base mechanism, AI tool basically. So let's understand how to write the resume for ATS basically. So before writing the ATS, sorry, resume, we need to consider the JD basically. Okay, without a job description, if we create any genuine resume, so in that also you can just focus on the right size or right keyword basically in the resume. Or the best option is to, you can just consider the JD basically to create the resume according to your job position. If you are applying for blah blah company, okay, then just first understand their JD basically, job description. Then according to job description you can just design your resume and you can apply. So it will give you the maximum chances to shortlisted basically. Okay, so just don't send the common resume for every positions. Okay, if the position is for the DevOps and they have specific requirement, for the Docker, Kubernetes, Terraform, but in your resume you have mentioned the lots of stuff on the Windows side, database side, or Linux side, or some of the services from the AWS side. So obviously your profile will not get shortlisted over there. Okay, so just to prepare the resume, just you should consider the job description. Okay, this is the main important stuff when we design the or write the resume for ATS. Okay, then collect list of keywords from the job description. Okay, this is the main line basically. We will see after this session how we can check the job description keywords. Okay, sorry. Now use standard headings in the resume like work history or profile, professional experience, or work experience. Okay, so the some of the keywords over there that should be in the resume basically we will see. Okay, when we use Chat GPT to generate the resume basically. Okay, then as I this one I have already covered in the resume preparation guidance. Okay, use simple formatting and avoid complex and fancy formatting. We don't need to do any fancy stuffs basically in the resume. Just keep text based resume. Okay, for the professional looks. Okay, then create multiple resume based on the job description. Some of the candidates might use a single resume for the all the positions. Okay, so that might be, as I said earlier, that might be not suitable for their employer basically to match their requirement. Okay, so in that case you can just refer there where you applying for the suppose you are applying for the Infosys or TCS, and their requirement for the Kubernetes or Kubernetes, Terraform, Docker, and in your resume you have mentioned the AWS, Linux, all the stuffs. So in that case, profile will not match. Okay, so obviously your profile gets rejected over there. So just consider the job description basically, and according to that, create change made changes in your make changes in your resume basically, and you can just apply for that position. So it will gives maximum chances basically to shortlist your profile. Okay, so resume ATS score should be at least 80%, I can say, based on the research basically. You can just there might be other percentage, but you can just check. Okay, how to check the resume score basically? There I found just these two websites basically, jobscan.co. Okay, so you can use these links too, and you can upload your resume to check the score basically. And after that they will suggest some changes basically, keyword stuffs or other a particular line in that resume. So you can according to that you can just make changes in your resume basically. Okay, you will get here resume score, and also you will get the hints basically, suggestions where you need to change the lines in the resume basically, or where you want to change, where you need to change the keywords. Okay, then what should be covered in the resume? So now this also the important stuffs when we design the uh, resume basically for particular job description. So this do's and don'ts in the resume preparation guides are already covered, but let me recap those. So you should add at least personal details, name, email address, mobile number. Okay. So avoid adding the gender, date of birth, or your address, as I already discussed in the resume preparation guidance. Okay. So you should these are the basically must to have in your resume basically. Okay, so personal details, summary, professional summary. Okay, 4 5 lines, not the theoretical bigger one. Okay, 100 lines, it will increase the unnecessary resume length. Okay, so just add 4 5 lines as a for the professional summary, which describe basically your overall experience, number of experience, like 5 years, 10 years, or something, and what skill set you have, and what you are working, just for in write down in the 4 5 lines. Okay, then you should have at least educational details and certifications, any major achievements. Okay, you have done real time troubleshooting details. You can add 4 5 troubleshootings, whatever you have done in the organization. Okay, it might be a current or previous one. Okay, then you should add the work experience. As I said, these are the important keywords basically when they filter out the your resume through the ATS tools. Okay, you should add work experience. Then skill set, obviously you can use keywords proper, cloud technology, CICD pipelines, or something. We will see when we generate the chat resume by using Chat GPT prompt. Okay, so skill set you should add, and obviously you can add the project details here. Okay, it might be your personal project, whatever. Let's say you have a configure or create or have done the practice on the two tier applications, three-tier applications, or you might have the completed the small project to complex projects, like lambda functions, connect the lambda functions to database, taking the passwords to the secret manager, or something. You can add any project details basically, which can be showcase yourself, your skill basically to the employer to shortlist your resume. Okay, so these are the at least must to have part in your resume basically. So you can add these details. Apart from that, if you feel like something additionally, if I need to add, which can be give you more valuable stuffs, obviously you can go with that as well. But for now, just summary, give you brief description basically. At least you should have these points in your resume basically. Okay, so now we will see how to write the resume basically. There are four options we can use, or a method basically, to generate the or write the resume. You can use Chat GPT prompt, which is I just mentioned Chat GPT, but you can use any other AI tool as well. Okay, and then Word document. Obviously, we use till now in the traditional format, right? We do our own design, write down the Word document for resume. Okay, there are other AI tools website also, which can you use. Ready-made templates basically, and you can just modify the keywords over there line by line. Okay, so you can use Canva templates. I will show you how to use Canva templates. Okay, then resume templates, there are as I said, there are multiple websites. If you search resume templates on the Google, so you will get the all the details basically. You will get multiple websites where you can use ready-made templates basically. Okay, so these are the 4 points I feel like I need to mention. So you can use any one method to generate. See, I have generated two Chat GPT prompt basically here. In word one Chat GPT prompt, I created the multiple steps here. Okay, so don't worry about this Chat GPT prompt. I will add in the description box basically. In Chat GPT prompt 1, I just mentioned like act as a resume builder and prepare resume for my resume for me by taking below references. Okay, these are the references where I mentioned the consider below is my personal details. My just I just added my name. You can add your name as for your resume basically. Okay, you can mention your email address, your mobile number, and you can add just like I'm working as a DevOps engineer in a current company basically. You can just mention the company name here. Okay, and whatever you have a number of years of experience basically, you can just add here, replace this number basically, and whatever you have position, you can just replace here. Okay, then as I said, we need to add professional summary. So you can add here, give this kind of prompt basically, add professional summary based on my skill set, and whatever the skill set you have, you can just add here keyword basically. I have experience in like on AWS, Linux, Docker, Jenkins, Kubernetes, or something. Okay, whatever the you have skill sets, you can just add the keyword, right keywords here. Okay, then you can just mention like I have work on three different companies, or you have supposedly you have worked on four companies or five companies. So according to that you can just make the changes in this line. Okay, and I add other stuffs as well, just work duration for the each company. Then at least I use here each company has at least 10 roles and responsibility. So chat gpt will automatically generate these roles and responsibility for you. Okay, so what if you have any certification, you can just add here. Okay, I'm just adding one more thing here, create ATS based resume format with work experience, trending DevOps. Okay, main ATS based keyword matching skill set, and AWS cloud tech stack. Okay, each company has at least 10 roles and responsibility. Okay, and add very professional level language to make resume effective basically. Okay, at least add five major achievements. Okay, you can just modify this prompt basically, depends on your experience, your skill sets, and your other stuffs basically. Okay, positions. So these are the prompt one basically. So let me just copy it. Okay, so I have added the project here. Okay, GitHub and blog project. Okay, and troubleshooting line. So these are the main areas which we have discussed. So you can just use ChatGPT prompt. So let me open the ChatGPT here. You can use ChatGPT to generate your resume basically. Let me paste the this prompt one basically here. Okay, let's copy this complete line and paste in the ChatGPT prompt. Generate the resume basically. Okay, whatever we have mentioned the condition here. Yeah, so we are in the ChatGPT now. So let me copy here. Okay, and you can just uh, hit this button, and you can see it will automatically generate the ATS friendly resume basically. And you can just use any ready-made templates like Canva or any other website ready-made templates. So you can just replace the keywords or whatever if you feel any, you can write down any on your own language, you can just changes accordingly. Okay, but you can see here the proper keywords it generated. You can see it's added the personal details, professional experience, as I said. Okay, you can see the number of experience and all the tech stack here, and skills you can see here. So this way he's adding the skills automatically. Work experience. Okay, so you can see the roles and responsibility. So you can add if you have additional any roles and responsibility which can add gives the more value basically, weightage to the resume, you can just definitely go ahead and add those. Okay, so he generated the company wise basically, company 1, 2, and 3, ABC basically. So he added the roles and responsibility. Okay, so you can just add more things in there. Achievements you can see he just randomly take the from the backend side. Okay, so he can just add the achievements. If you have more other achievements basically, you can just add those here. Troubleshooting expertise. So sometimes entry panel might ask you though what is the what main troubleshootings you have perform in your role basically. Okay, it might be a current organization or previous project. Okay, and GitHub and blog project basically, sometimes people use GitHub to generate to add the project details, or sometimes use dev.to or medium.com or hash nodes. Okay, so whatever you have project done in your either official or personal, so you can just add those projects which can give you more weightage basically to shortlist your resume. Okay, so if you feel like these lines you don't like, like me, I mean the is does not meet your satisfaction, so you can just If you want to regenerate, you can just click on this regenerate button. So ChatGPT will generate with the new format basically. Okay, he will add new lines over there. You can see. Okay, so changed the he generated with the new line basically here. Okay, if you still feel like these are the not suitable, so or some of the lines only suitables, so you want to generate new one, so you can just click on regenerate again. So ChatGPT will again take your reference and he will generate new resume basically. So this way you can just generate the resume. Let me take the one more example which we have prompt to. Okay, let me copy that. In this prompt basically we have added the same step, but at the end of the line I'm adding the line like wait for job description. Okay, once I paste the job description in the chart prompt, only that case he will generate the best resume format for you based on the job description we have given. Okay, so let's check for this. So I am adding here the this prompt now. Okay, but he will not generate the resume format now because he's waiting for the job description. So I just search on the naukri.com some of the job DevOps engineer profile. So I just randomly pick these are the job description basically. So you can just copy this line. These are the JD basically. Okay, and you can just give as an input. Okay, you just enter. So he will chat gpt will consider this job description, and according to that he will generate the resume basically by taking the right keywords and the work experience, troubleshooting areas, projects, and all the stuff. Okay, so if you can just scroll down here, you can see here basically the keyword using, no, these are the right keyword basically you can use. Or if you feel more keywords, you can just add those as well. Okay, just don't completely rely or believe on the chat gpt. Okay, so I would say you can use your own language as well. Okay, you can see he according to job description he is adding the roles and responsibility, achievements, troubleshooting areas, and other stuffs basically. Okay, so this way you can use chat gpt prompt to generate your resume basically. So let's go to the canva and see the resume template basically. I have find this website basically resume.io. So there are a couple of resume template basically. So if you can choice yourself which resume matching you. Okay, matching you means which template you like basically. So in the you can just choose those or download those resume, and you can just modify according to your skill sets or other stuffs. Okay, so let's go to the canva and see for the resume templates. Okay, okay, I just opened the canva here. It's a You can use canva as a free as well. Okay, so no need to purchase the license or stuff. So here on the home page, if I type resume template and just press enter, it will gives me lots of resume template basically. If you according to your choice, you can just select any resume basically here from the list, and you can just according to that you can just modify your resume. Okay, you can take any format which you feel you feel better for your positions or something. So you can just choose any one resume template and you can just modify. Okay, yeah, that's all for the today's session basically. So in the next section we will cover about the how to apply for the particular jobs position, how to write down the cover letter or something. Okay, and how to take the follow up with the right sending the professional level basically. Okay, yeah, that's all for the today's. So I hope you like the video. If you have missed the previous video, resume preparation guidance basically, so obviously just go to that video and just watch those. So this will gives you the more context basically, do's and don'ts part. Okay, then you can just watch this video again to clear your doubts. Still you have, if you have any doubts basically, you can just use chat gpt, sorry, youtube comment box to comment. Okay, So I will try to answer. So again, just for the note, you guys, basically, so don't completely rely on the chat gpt prompt or templates. So use your own words basically sometimes, or add according to your skill sets, experience, tech stack details, or whatever. Okay, so just try to be unique yourself. Okay, just don't try to copy the friend's resume or something. Okay, just try to add major stuffs in your resume. And if you don't know about particular skills, whatever mentioned in the jd, so if you want to add those skill set, okay, you can add, but definitely you should try to learn quickly on that skill set particularly, and you can just do your hands-on practicals. Okay, yeah, that's all for the today's. Then we will see in the next section. Thank you.